The number of cats has been growing in Syracuse. Reporter Sophia Maciejewski is live at CNYSPCA to discuss how it is doing its best to help. Sophia?
Thanks, Charlotte and Connor. The Central New York SPCA has taken in twice as many cats in the past week than it has over the past 6 weeks of the year. But they have a short-term solution. The Central New York SPCA has taken in 20 cats this week after they were abandoned in their home. The animals were given space in the shelter, but the number of cats being brought in is growing exponentially, and it's becoming increasingly difficult for shelters to help these pets.
More and more people are just abandoning them, dropping them off on the sides of roads, tying them up outside our facility. And it's kind of sad when you watch it, because these are all good animals that had homes, that were loved at one time, and they're being basically casted away like pieces of trash.
Although the number of cats being brought in is an issue, the bigger problem is that many of these cats aren't spayed or neutered.
If you have cats that are out feral or barn cats that aren't spayed or neutered, you're just asking for a plethora of cats to be the result.
Monte Calvo says cats can produce multiple litters and just keep breeding. That's why getting proper vaccinations and care is important, but that care is extremely expensive. So SPCA is working to try and provide a less expensive spay and neuter clinic for the community.
So that's something we're looking at here. How can we get a low-cost spay and neuter clinic going so that we can help people get their animals fixed? And we're also looking at low-cost veterinarian services, because there are lower-income people who are wonderful animal owners, but except for the fact they can't afford to go to a normal veterinarian and pay for the veterinarian care. So anything we can do to fill that gap and keep animals in loving homes is really the goal.
Spay and Neuter of Syracuse received a grant just last week that will allow them to offer lower costing procedures. But Waffner says more still needs to be done.
I think it's allowed them to catch up on a backlog, as well as to start scheduling out farther. And that they will do, they do a great job in terms of really helping on that. But you need more than even one big grant is it'll attack the problem, but it's not going to solve the problem. So the more partners we can do, and if we can help them out, it'll decrease the problem a little quicker.
Monte Calvo says they get asked constantly if they can spay and neuter dogs here at CNYSPCA, but unfortunately they only have one vet and hundreds of animals, so it's not enough. Back to you in studio.
Thank you, Sophia.